Alright, so I've just been running this for about 5-ish minutes, and we're in 2017, so we're about a year and 4 months into this test, and we haven't taken a loss yet, simply because we're averaging in with very small amounts. And as you can see, just by this example right here, is a pretty good example. So we bought here expecting price to come up, but it didn't. So price moved against us. The distance we have set in the bot, so we added another buy with a slightly larger lot size, and then price moved against us again, so we added a third buy with an even bigger lot size than this one. So this would be the smallest, bigger, and then even bigger. Price eventually does snap back, and we close off all together as a profit. So this one lost, this one made a tiny bit, and this one made even more because it's a bigger lot size. So that gives us a nice profit at the end of it. And this one was the same but for shorts. So this one was a slight loss, this one made a tiny bit, this one made a bit more. Got out with an overall profit for this trade, even though we were wrong twice. So we were wrong, we would have hit our stop loss, but we didn't have one, and we entered small. Same with over here, we probably would have hit our stop up here, but we didn't have a stop loss and we entered small, so we got out profitable. Nice single trades, just closing off in profit. Buys, double over here, buy, single, another position, buy. Couple small buys in there for straight take profits. Buys. So every time there's two or more, it's going to close off in 0.25%. That's what settings I have set. So it's going to close. These are all overall profits. 0.25%, 0.25%. This one took a bit longer, but we didn't take any losses, even though we were wrong all the way up here. Couple singles, so when they're single I have it set to take 0.1, so every single is just 0.1. You can obviously change that in the settings, just find in the back tester what sort of works. And this is also in the back tester, so you got to take with a grain of salt because trading manually and live is a bit different. So you do want to forward test this as well, but you may be setting your manual take profits, so you might being over here, you got in the single position, instead of letting it close out and just its 0.1, you might target for this level of demand here. And if you're a bit more risky, you could have targeted higher, but that could also move against you, and then you go in more drawdown. So live trading is a lot different to back testing, but if you got a solid back test and solid back test results, it's good to forward test it now and see if it actually works. So I'll just scroll back, keep showing you all these positions. So the reds are for shorts obviously, and then the blues are for buys. So I've scrolled all the way back to 2015, like the end of it, so pretty much 2016. And you can see when I was in 2017, this is actually a really good example. This is the level right here, this green line. If I scroll all the way forward to a year and 4 months where we were at the moment, the price was the exact same this year ago, because price just goes up and down and up and down. So we're just kind of waiting for price to come back. Now you should always do your own research, because some pairs are really bad with this strategy, but most of the time price stays around its mean. So this is a year and a half in the past, and at the same price it was when we started the test, which is actually a really good example for you guys. But this is pretty much it working, and I'll leave the time lapse up for you guys to see it working in the back tester. And this is using Tick Data Suite, so we're using Tick Data, and this is like the best data you can get. This is not just shitty data from my broker. I'll leave a link in the description. I'm not affiliated with them or anything, but they give me really good data for back testing, and I do recommend them. So they're called Tick Data Suite. I'll leave a link below. So I have here an example of my stop loss in quotations, because it's not a hard stop loss, but you'll see what the bot's going to do. So if you look over here, you can see our max drawdown ticket right now is number 9, which is this over here, the 0.36. You can see it's gradually increasing in position size, so our average price probably right now at the moment is about maybe here. So we're not that far off. We're only in 0.50% drawdown, even though we, on the whole account, even though we're going all the way down here. Alright, so we'll see that play out for a bit more. So price is still moving against us. Our max drawdown ticket is still number 9 with 0.77% drawdown. So I have it set for when a single position goes into 1% of drawdown, it's going to close off a third of the position size. So we'll see price, there you go, price continues to move against us. So it was a 0.36, it's closed off a third of that now, so it's closed off 0.24. Over here, I'll carry on playing. So we've taken a small loss on this, so it would be off the 1%, you've closed off a third, so it'd be a 0.33% loss. And overall, you get out with the $250 and the 0.25. So you did lose this trade, but you only lost like 50 bucks. You can see just a stagnation, but we're still higher than this level here after that. So pretty much we were wrong 1, 2, 3, 4. This one you could have said yes. We were wrong 4 times, and the 5th one worked out, but we didn't take a loss on 4. So if you were using the stop loss, you might have lost, if you were risking at 1% per trade, you would have lost 1, 2, 3, 4% of your account to make your 1 to 2, and then you only make back 2% if that's the way you're trading with a hard stop loss. So this way minimizes it and minimizes your risk as well. So just continue to play it. There might be another one happening soon. Getting nice small single scalps in the market here. Overall profit, even after being wrong twice. Small scalp. Also, typically for these sort of events, I'd like to set my take profits further if I could. If price continues to move against me, it didn't really look like it went too much further. Another thing you can do manually, this will not work, and you kind of need to know what you're doing, is when you're really fast stretch and the RSI is super high, it needs a pullback after having this long stretch up. You can look in the daily chart and see it easier. But if you have a really strong move up, you need to have some sort of snapback. So if you do want to, you can manually add a nice big short up the top. But when you do this, you have to use a stop loss. So that way, if your average price was about here, you use a nice big sell at the top, your average price can come all the way up here. So when price does come back down to where it would get out normally, you're making a lot more of your money back. Because this is an overall loss, but it's only a small loss, if you get what I'm saying. We'll just continue to play this. As averaging shorts to profit. So I'll just let this last test sort of run live in front of you. Here it's taking all its trades. So this is another 2016 to 2025, so 8ish years. And this is just it running in the back tester. So if you are interested in this, you can actually download a free demo off MQL5. So you can just find it on MQL5. I'll just pick a random pair. USD CAD's pretty liquid. You can find this on MQL5 and you download a free demo so you can try it out yourself in the back tester. If you do want to use it live, you do have to purchase it, but test it out and see if you actually like it first before purchasing. Ooh, that's probably COVID, that. We make it all back anyways. So yeah, try out the free trial and test it out, see if you want to take it with you. Thanks.